mixers, and more. We built this app with the collector in mind, with features like scheduled drop times, custom notification settings, and earn rewards on purchases, among other things. And we want to be a one-stop shop for collectors, which is why we've added services like PSA grading and eBay consignment straight from Brakes. We are a PSA authorized dealer and offer grading services from value to walkthrough. All you need to do is fill out the form on our website within 24 hours of a break completing, and we will take care of the rest. All submissions for Brakes come with a review and wipe down of your card, and you won't be charged anything until we get your card back from PSA. eBay consignment is a similar process where you will need to fill out a form on our site within 24 hours of a break completing for any cards you'd like to submit. All cards will be listed next business day for a 5-day auction starting at 99 cents. And after the sale, you'll have the option to be paid out via check, PayPal goods, or break credit. The links for these services will be in the description of every break. If you have any questions about how the app or how our breaks work, feel free to message us on your preferred social platform. Or jump in the chat of one of our breaks and the break host can help walk you through it.
What's happening, everybody? Bone here with Real Sports Cards. We got Jackson hanging out with us here too for some Heritage 2025 Topps Heritage number 22, a full case. Pick your team. I have two cases in front of me here. I'm gonna need somebody to pick either left or left or right. I almost said top or bottom. Left or right, and then we'll get started on this one. And we will get going. So two more go off the board in the 3-case pick your player break for Topps Chrome Black. Kevin says right. Thank you, Kevin. We'll get rid of the left one. You can just put it on the floor behind you there then. We are going right side. So then all I need from you guys then is to say hello when you drop into the chat. Let us know who's all here with Jackson and I as we rip some Heritage. We'll see if we got one of those nice cases where the variations are flipped, and if they are not, we'll have Jackson kind of looking through them and see if he can find any. So hopefully we don't have to have a little trial by fire for him on Heritage. So we'll see what happens. So there's no box topper in this one like the last one was.
Okay.
Any buybacks will actually be in the packs themselves, which is kind of nice. Yeah. So you don't have to worry about grabbing anything off the top of it. What's up? He who should not be named. So they put an update in to kind of censor bad words on the app, and apparently one of the bad words that was on the list was bone. So when people come in and try to say hi to me, when people come in and try to say hi to me, they can't say bone, and it's still that way from a couple days ago. It's Monday, I think that's been since. So if you are trying to say hello, bone, and you're getting an error message, that is why, because apparently my name is a bad word.
Doesn't make sense.
Really? That's what I said. I'm like, guys, I can't even say my name right now. That's funny. He who should not be named. Let's go, Firefingers. I like that. I like that, Firefingers. I don't know if I've ever been called Firefingers in all the time that I've been breaking. I think it might be a first for me. That might be a first, and I'm not upset about it. I like it. Maybe I'll have to change my name to Eric Firefingers Geezy instead of Bone Geezy.
That'll get blocked.
100%. I get blocked too. Pull you another Ohtani auto? Wouldn't that be great? I need a break. If not in this one, I'm thinking that 3K's pick your player break is gonna have a little Ohtani ink. It's been a little bit since I pulled an Otani auto. I'm kind of due for one. Yeah, you can put spaces in between each of them, and that works. That works too. Alrighty here then, my friends. Good luck, everyone. Hopefully we got a case where the variations are flipped, so we don't have to worry about that a whole lot. But we'll see. Gleyber Torres on the blue. Andrew McCutchen. All the cards I put in this stack will be sleeved up before they get shipped. So if you're wondering why I'm putting 2 different stacks, that is why. I don't know if we got one of those cases where it's flipped because there's a couple of random cards that have been flipped already. But I've seen that before, and then the pack with the variation will have 2 flipped cards, so I don't want to give up hope just yet, though, that we'll have an easy case. I know we get spoiled sometimes with easy cases. Nice start there. Dylan Cruz for the Nationals. Nice little silver for the Nats there. Who are the Nats in this one? Nats going out to T. Beckholt. With Dylan Cruz. Let's set that up there. Nick Soga. The James Woodruck. AJ Puck. Shane Baz on the chrome. Heston Kierstad chrome. He got into a little bit with the Yankees a couple days ago. He did not take kindly to getting. I can't remember who it was. The shortstop, whoever the shortstop was for that game, did not take kindly to getting his butt in his face on a slide. So, did you see that?
Yeah.
Yeah. He's like, you don't have to land on me. He's like,
so often.
yeah, I'm like, he's like, I was going for the ball, stupid. I was playing the ball. And he's just like, yeah, but you didn't have to land on me. Whoa.
Sorry.
Take it easy there, killer. Jeez Louise, I tell ya.
Do I need tape?
Behind us.
Probably gonna do that again if I don't take it.
Probably. Michael Harris. Took you guys on a little roller coaster ride there.
Happened the last time too.
It did. Matt Strom, there's Kyle Schwarber. Big Christmas, John Kenzie, Noel. That's Michaelis. Got a green. There's Nathaniel Lowe, numbered out of 99 there for the Nationals. Dustin Harris. Freddie Fermin. Sorry, Freddie Fermin is Refractor. Seth Brown. And black parallel, Gunnar Henderson. Nice one there, Orioles, 65 out of 76. There's a nice Jackson Holiday for the Orioles, too. Definitely going to sleeve up pile on that one. And Dylan Cruz. That is the nickname variation, so it is flipped over in this one, which is great.
So I don't need to look for anything?
Nope, you shouldn't have to. So nickname variation, so you can see his nickname is DC on the front there.
Okay.
But then this is what I would have had to have you look for. That little tiny thing that says nickname in the smallest.
Nickname. It says nickname?
Yeah, in the smallest lettering that you could possibly find. It says nickname. So that's a pretty nice one there. That's the first time I pulled a nickname variation. So that's cool. And that makes me very happy that this case has the stuff flipped over there. So I always get those sleeved and top loaded for you guys right away. Nice Gunnar Henderson for the Orioles going up to T. Pfaff on that one. Nationals again to T. Beckholt. There's J.R. Richard for the Stros on the buyback. If you play the show, you probably recognize him from the Astros Team Affinity program. That's where I recognize it from. 84 overall, J.R. Richard.
Pretty good. Is it?
Yeah, his card is 84 overall in the show. Showing off my extra nerd today for you guys. Kyle Tucker for the Astros, our relic there. Actually, I could put that Nathaniel Lowe up in the mid too, because that is also Nationals. The buybacks look great this year, this time around. Like, look at the centering on that card, and the edges, like the corners, look really good too. The corners are actually still sharp on that card, which is something you don't see a lot on those buybacks, especially. So that's pretty cool to see. All right, so we're gonna grab out box number 2. Box number 2 on the way, my friends. Aaron Judge gonna be our next relic up. That's a nice one there for the Yanks, going out to Mike. Adelise Garcia on that refractor. Robin Yount. Eugenio Suarez. Ronel Blanco. There you go, Aaron Judge on the relic.
I was able to say your name.
Yeah, with the spaces. Just gotta space it out. So these ones, the inserts are flipped over, which is kind of strange. Useda for the Rays. If we don't have one in this one, I might have you look through the backs just to see if there's anything going on in this one.
Okay.
Mason Montgomery. It's an Alley insert, followed by Jackson Churio for the Crew. You're not guaranteed a variation per box, but obviously we don't want to be missing any. If we do miss any, all cards still ship. It's always nice to double check your shipments when you get them in. Yasmani Grandal. Frankie Lindor, followed by Will Warren for the Yankees. A lot of the there's a Wilbur Howard going out to the Stros as well for our next buyback. I forgot what I was going to say. Let's scooch through these pretty quick here. So you could have the flipped bat parallels. Or, sorry, SP's variations on the back. You can look through that stack right there quick.
Looking for the...
Just that little word right above.
Or flip bat.
Yep, or the flip bat, yep. Yep, looking for that little word. So I always go up with them upside down, because then you can kind of go through them a little quicker, because you're looking just right there. Is the only thing that you really have to look through. So yeah, if you flip them upside down and look through the backs, should stick out at you pretty decent. Like I said, it could be that we just don't have a variation in this box, or yet that I haven't got to. Miles Michaelis, but it's always good to double check. Lawrence Butler, Josh Hader, Tyler O'Neill. Next up, Emmanuel Clase, number 99 for the Guardians. I was saying in an earlier break that it'd be kind of nice if they would do, like, the variations would have like a different colored back on them. Remember, I don't know if a lot of you guys remember like the French backs. That wasn't a Heritage one year, wasn't it? Was it Heritage that had the French backs? But the whole back of the card went from like a gray to like a bright yellow, so you could just go through them like this and like it would pop out just like super easily as to it was a French back variation instead of reading the back of every single card.
It's clear.
Okay, sounds good. So we might just not have had a variation in that one, which is very well possible. But there are a couple that don't actually list on the back, like the cartoon variations are actually not listed on the back. So, another thing that's a little kind of something to watch out for there is the cartoon variations. The Crew tonight down 9-0 in the second. Who started pitching for them? That's not good. There's too many Cubs fans that are going to come in and give me a hard time now. We got Chris Bryant for the Rockies. Way too many Cubs fans in the group that are going to come and give me a hard time now, which sucks. just saying. No sugarcoating. That is Ronald Acuna. Ooh. Okay. It doesn't say it on the back, but how about this? So this is a cool one too, and this is the first time I've ever seen it. So, the front of the card is the back of the card, and the back of the card is the front of the card.
How does that work?
So, if you see on the front of the card, it has the same texture as the back of the card.
Oh.
And then if you flip this around,
What's that
see how the back of the card is shiny, like the front of the card should be?
Yeah.
These are called flip stocks. And these have a print run of 5.
Oh.
So there's only 5 copies of this one in the world that's a flip stock. And the only way to catch them is really by feel. It looks a little bit different. But yeah, the back of the card being a little bit more shiny is another way to catch it. But yeah, this is 100% a flip stock, and these are awesome. I think I've only pulled maybe 2 or 3 of these in my entire career. And that is Jay King with the Braves with a Ronald Acuna Jr. flip stock. That is awesome. What a cool card there. Very, very cool. Ronald Acuna Jr. flip stock variation. Another one that doesn't say anything on the back, but this one actually was flipped upside down, which was made it a little bit easier to catch. But that's pretty awesome.
Only 5 in the world. What are the odds of that?
Not good. not good. That's
Obviously.
I think that's the first one that we've hit here with Real Sports Cards. But yeah, I need to break 100% of flip stock on that one. Very, very cool. There's Joey. Nice hit, Joey. Very, very cool hit, bud. Absolutely fantastic. I love that. Sean Reynolds is Padres. See, as we go through and do this kind of stuff, we can teach Jackson a little bit about heritage. That's what makes heritage really kind of cool, because you never know what you're gonna find.
Yeah, I was gonna say they all look. Some look old, some look new.
Mm-hmm. You just never know. There's a lot of variations. That's what was kind of cool about GQ as well, Gypsy Queen. They haven't made it in a couple years, but that was one thing that was always kind of fun with that product too. Is GQ had a bunch of different variations on the front. They were never labeled on the back, so you'd always have to go through a little bit slower doing Gypsy Queen, because what they would have is they would have team logo variations. They would have Jackie Robinson Day variations, and like, so for instance, like a Jackie Robinson Day variation. Let me find somebody's card that actually has like their number on the front. We'll see if we can find one.
So you really have to be paying.
You
attention.
really have to be paying attention for it. So trying to find a card with somebody's number on the front. I didn't think it was gonna be this hard to find a card with somebody's number on the front. Nice Justin Henderson life for the Tigers. So like Jackson Holiday there, you can kind of see the 7.
Okay.
They would like in the Jackie Robinson Day, that's the 7 would be a 42 instead. And there was no way to really catch that. Like Michaelis would have a 42 there instead of a 39. So that'd be the Jackie Robinson Day variation.
You gotta do your homework.
Mm-hmm. Yep. They were always a fun one. Those breaks always took about 2 to 2.5 hours, because you had to look for those variations.
Yeah.
So that was one of the cool things about doing GQ, was looking for all those variations. It was like a treasure hunt around every turn. It was awesome. It was fun. Quinn Priester's pitching, and he's not doing good, is what you're saying. There's Harrison Bader for the Mets as the black border. Those black borders also unnumbered, but they do have a print run of 50 on those. We got Anthony Santander on a 115 there for the Orioles. Yeah, GQ was awesome. I really hope they bring that back at some point. I really liked it. Boxes weren't overly expensive. Two on-card autos per box is what you got in that one. I mean, you could get those booklets in there. Drew Thorpe, get some cool booklets. You could get, wasn't that the one with the lineup card in it too? No, that's Alan Ginter's got the lineup card in it. But yeah, GQ was really fun. I always enjoyed that product. Moving on to box number 4. Been a pretty cool break so far. Getting a flip stock and the nickname variation so far, which is very, very cool. All right, here we go. Ooh, got a little gold coming here, looks like. Oh, gold relic? Okay. How about Tariq Skubal? That is out of 99. Hand numbered on this one. Another really cool touch with Heritage is the numbered cards being hand numbered like that. So 68 of 99. So somebody went through and numbered all 99 of these cards. Very, very cool there for the Tigers. Tigers to Scramson. Nice hit, Scramson. And Skubal, Cy Young winner last year, Tariq Skubal, 68 of 99 on that. Very cool. Seiya Suzuki. That is going to be out of 200. Jonathan Cannon, the Bicentennial parallel, 103 out of 200. Mike Trout on the refractor. Jake Bloss blue. Jonathan Cannon. So Bicentennial, we got the years numbered on the bottom there. 1776 to 1976 on the bottom. So that's kind of a cool little touch there. The Bicentennial year parallel on those cards. Young Hoo Lee for the Giants. We got Cole Reagans to the Royals. Pedro Montero, blue rookie. Oh, nice Ohtani there for the Dodgers. That's only on Apple TV, isn't it, Zachary? Right? You can't find that anywhere else at the moment. That game. Not that I want to turn it on anymore at this point if they're down 9-0. But
Brewer game?
yeah.
They only have it on Apple TV?
Yeah, apparently it's only on Apple TV, which just sucks.
I don't like how they do that.
Yeah.
They did that for Badger football games, I think. On like Peacock.
Peacock, yep. It just doesn't make sense. Like, still make it local. Like, you can still, like, nationally televise it, but just make it local still for us here in Wisconsin. Especially Cubs Brewers. Like, that's a big-time rivalry between the two teams.
Who has Peacock?
A lot of times you can get Peacock if you have cable TV. You can just use your
really?
cable provider, yeah, to log into Peacock. So that's the only reason why I have it, is because it's technically kind of free. Actually, I don't even know if that's true. I know that we use it from image variation of Richie Palacios for the Rays. My wife actually uses her friends. That's what we got.
Yeah, that's nice. You can do that.
So image variation, Richie Palacios, the Rays here, going to be going out to Kevin. There you go, Kevin. See? Image.
Okay. it was right side up though?
Yeah, but it was flipped like this. So it was a little bit easier to see.
Okay.
So that wasn't a bad one there to catch. Freddie Fermin. And Dylan Cruz, the 1975 on the Dylan Cruz there. Spencer Steer. Hit a home run yesterday, did Spencer Steer. Might be turning this season around a little bit. Oh, and there for the Nats. Nats looking good. Out of 76 coming. 76, O'Neal Cruz. 71 out of 76 there for the Pirates. Dylan Cruz. A little blue. Dominguez for the Yankees. Brandon Marsh blue, and that'll do it for box number 4. So we have a random division that is full for Topps Chrome Black. I'll run the random for that at the end of this break here. We do have Pick Your Player break up and filling for Topps Chrome Black. That is a 3-case Pick Your Player break there. Last I looked, there was 45 left, I believe, in that one. 40 left in that Topps Chrome Black 3-case Pick Your Player break. Right now in that one, up to $50 off the remaining spots in there. Sasaki and Ohtani in that are both $50 off right now. Also, if you claim 3 in that break, you will get $15 off the total of that. Last month there was a couple $19 spots left, so essentially any one of those $19 spots is pretty much throwing in a free spot there. And our first auto here is Sonny Gray for the Cardinals. For our first auto in this break. I do have a full case of Topps Chrome Black Pick Your Team as well, if you're looking for more of a pick your team than a pick your player. And then Optic Football Hobby, 3-box hobby break there. Up to $30 off the remaining in that one as well. So $5 to $30 off the remaining teams in that too. We just had another one go off the board in the Topps Chrome Black full case pick your team. Sonny Gray and the Cardinals going out to A. Schweitzer. A. Schweitzer? I'm going to bump the Class A, I think.
It's a funny name. Sonny Gray. It's like opposite.
Sonny, it is, yeah, I never like noticed that before. Sonny Gray. Sunny skies or gray skies? We don't know yet. We're not sure. Sunny skies or gray skies? Griffin Jacks, Jesus Sanchez. TJ Freichel. Lucas Erceg, Brewers legend Lucas Erceg. And we have bicentennial parallel Tristan Cassis. 84 out of 200 on that one. Red Sox. Gustavo Campero. Masataka Yoshida for the Red Sox. Mackenzie Gore. There's Angel Martinez with Yamamoto. Yamamoto might be the best pitcher in baseball right now. Pitching great. Paul Skeens for the Pirates. Who do you guys got as the best pitcher in baseball right now? I might have to go Yamamoto. Darnold for the Angels. Churio Chrome followed by Robert Suarez. Pitt. J-Dom. Joan Duran. Happer. Nathaniel Lowe Chrome. There's David Fry to the Guardians. Out of 76 coming here one more time. We got Luke Weaver. 76 of 76 on that one. eBay 101. I love the out of 76 cards. Especially, like when they do the out of 76, like in Flagship. You always gotta be looking out for the out of 17 out of 76 on those.
Does that mean something more? Or?
Yeah, that's the year America was born, 1776.
Oh yeah, flew right over my head.
Yep. Because in Flagship, they're called the Independence Day parallels, and I numbered out of 76. And I've seen posts before in card groups that where people actually are specifically trying to collect the entire set, but it has to be numbered 17 out of 76. So you're only looking for that one particular card, the 17 out of 76 parallel. Yep. It's kind of
There's only one of them, right?
There's only one of them. Yep, there'll only be one. So it's always a fun little chase trying to put that one together. So Justin Verlander for the Stros for our next relic. There's Reese Hines, that is 57 out of 200 by Centennial. Hayden Birdsong for the Giants. Cole Reagans. That's Bobby Wood Jr., followed by Max Muncy. Swarovski Refractor Rook. And, oh, that's pretty cool. Father and son, Clemens and Clemens, 21 of 76. Cody and Roger. Let's do a left-right random on this one. But the Phillies are Kevin, and the Yankees are Mike. So father and son, Roger Clemens and Cody Clemens. Out of 76, that's a cool card. It's kind of a cool little set that they put in there. Dansby Swanson. Javier Sanoa on the blue. You know, the Marlins actually have some pretty nice rookies with Sanoa and also Griffin Conine. A couple nice rookies in there. Conine, obviously the son of Jeff Conine. He was before your time.
Oh, yeah. I've never heard his name before, so I assumed so.
Yeah. You know, that's enough to make me feel old. And I'm not that old yet. I'm only 36. And there's Acuna on that little variation there. Not a variation. It's a just a different card design insert set.
Are the Marlins good this year?
No. they're doing better than the Rockies and the White Sox.
The White Sox.
Are the Rockies still stuck at 4 wins? Last I looked, the Rockies had 4 wins.
I saw something combined. They had 11.
Yeah, it was 4 and 7 is what they were at last I looked. Nick Madrigal, JFK, John F. Kenny. There's Griffin Conine. You see anything on the back about Griffin's first MLB home run? 125.5 exit velo at a 27 launch angle, went 401 feet. That's what it's got on the back for little FF, little fun fact for you there. We'll do it for our halfway point right there. Halfway. Halfway point. A little bit easier for you to reach and grab that one. We got another relic coming here. And Dansby Swanson for the Cubbies for our next Clubhouse Collection relic. Swanson and the Cubs. Orlando Arcia, Brewers legend. There's Tyler Gentry. Roberto Clemente on that blue diamonds, blue sparkles. Should be Bart? I doubt he has a variation. Sandy Alcantara. Real Amuto to the Phils. Nice young Hoo Lee. And Logan Webb going upside down. Giants back to back there. Jackson Jobe. There you go. Tigers. Austin Gomber. Nice Otani Chrome. Andrew Abbott. Rockies are hot right now. They won the last 2, so they're up to 6 and 25. 6 and 25, so 31 games. So that takes about times 5. So oof, they're on pace for 30 wins. 30. We'll give them 33 wins, 34 wins.
You know what the least amount is in a season?
White Sox had it last year.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
What was it?
42.
All right, so Rockies got a chance in history.
Right? Was it 42? Lowest amount of wins in a season?
160 games, right?
162.
162.
I think they might have had 42 because I think they lost 120. I want to say maybe.
That's so much losing.
I know, but yeah. So 31 games. So pretty much times by 5 because that takes you up to 155 games. So yeah, they're pretty much on pace. The Rockies are pretty much on pace to win like 33 games this year. Oof. Ouch. Mason Witt on the Rookie Cup.
So they're pretty much rebuilding.
They're something. I don't know if I'd call what they're doing rebuilding, but they're doing something right now. Juan Soto, 139 out of 150 for the Mets there. T-Faf. Nice hit there, Mets. This is Soto's first Mets card, I believe, right? I don't know what to bump. I don't really want to bump anything, but I feel like a Soto color match blue on that should be up on the stand. Mason Miller. Actually, maybe I'll bump the Stros. I probably the Stros. Edmundo Sosa. Colt Keith on the Blue Rookie Cup. Brenton Doyle for the Rocks. JJ Bleday. I always feel like Porky Pig whenever I say JJ Bleday's name. JJ Bleday. Seth Brown for the Athletics. Mitchell Parker and Sean Reynolds. Yeah, let's go like that. Soto's good. That Soto's a pretty big card. I know that a couple of years ago, I think I still actually have it in my collection, but I pulled the Mookie Betts first year Dodgers card that was blue from Topps Chrome, and I had no idea it was as big of a card as I thought that it was. Like, when I pulled it, I'm just like, okay, cool, that's like $10. No, it was, at the time, it's probably gone down a little bit now since then, but at the time, I probably should have sold it when I had an offer on it, but it was like $120
Oh, wow.
when I pulled it. I probably should have sold it when I had the chance. Oh well, you live and you learn. I'll just hold on to it still. Speaking of Mookie Betts, through the years, Mookie Betts. There's Zach Neto on the refractor for the Angels. Aaron Judge blue. Aroldis Martinez, Blue Jays. So who did the Rockies beat there, A. Schweitzer? To get a couple dubs. Jared Jones is Pittsburgh. Zach Wheeler to the Phillies. Roki Sasaki rookie. Gotta get a Sasaki variation or auto here pretty soon. Little green coming. We got Spencer Horwitz. Pirates, 57 out of 99. Riley Green to the Tigers. Eugenio Suarez, the newest member of the 4 for 4 with 4 home runs club. Only, what, 19 people in history have hit 4 home runs in a game?
4?
Mm-hmm. Eugenio Suarez last week went 4 for 4 with 4 home runs. It was kind of funny. I was watching TV and they, Braves and Giants. So it wasn't two slackers that they beat. So that's good for them. But it was funny. I was kind of watching the MLB Network and they switched over to the game and they're like, "Yeah, he's going for 4 home runs. He's already 3 for 3 with 3 home runs. He's going for 4 for 4." And I'm like, "There's no way he gets this." And then all of a sudden he smoked it. I'm just like,
insane.
I'm like, holy cow, that's gone. And I'm like, is this a replay? Because when they do that kind of stuff, you don't really expect them to actually hit a home run.
Yeah.
And yeah, they went to the game and he ended up doing it. He did it.
Has anyone ever done 5?
Yes. I don't remember who. I could not tell you who's done it. The 4 for 4 with 4 home the 4 home run game has been done 19 times.
3 is even pretty crazy.
Yes, yes it is.
Surprised 19 people have gotten 4.
Yeah. I mean, it's only like one every. That comes out to be what? Baseball's been around for 150 years ish now. So it's only happens like one every like 8 years ish. Leon, 18 out of 76. So close. So close to the 17 out of 76. Pedro Leon. Astros going out to Merker 23. So close. Oops. Scooch that down there for you.
Thanks.
Rizzo. James Wood. Crochet. Ryan Mountcastle. That will do it right there. For box number, what is that, 7? Because you got 8, 9, 10, 11. No, that was box number 8. This is box number 9 coming up here. Take a quick little peek. So 39 players are left in the Pick Your Player break. Let's see here. We just had the Barry Bonds and Matt Chapman spot go. Yamamoto is off the board. Schwellenbach and Rhett Lauder all just went off the board in that one. Let's see here. For that Ohtani and Roki spot. Those 2 spots right there. See, we're gonna go $75 off Ohtani and Roki. Roki also paired with Will Smith on that one. So $75 off each of those. Let's see here. Discount those. Yelich will have 10 off. That CJ Alexander, Dylan Cease will have $5 off. So that makes that spot actually only $14. So that is literally claim 3 and actually throw that one in for an extra $1 off. If you'd only take 2. It's kind of a no-brainer on that one at that point. We'll go 30 off Jeter. We'll go 35 off Ellie. 10 off Tatis. 10 off Waldrop too. 30 off Soto, 30 off Young-Hoo Lee. Kyle Tucker, $10 off. 25 off Acuna, 25 off Mookie Betts too. Let's go $40 off Paul Skeens. Go $10 off Pete Alonso. Ernie Johnson, Zach Gallen spot, $15 off. Acuna will go to $35 off on Acuna. Sandy Koufax, Chris Sale spot, $15 off there. And then the Yordan Alvarez spot, $5 off as well. So every spot remaining is now discounted all the way up to $40 off. Or sorry, $75 off in that one. Checking my times on a couple things. Okay. What Cardinal slugger hit 4 in a game in 1993? So I was 4 at that time. So to say that I would remember the game, I would be lying. Would that be That would have been before Fernando Tatis Sr. That wouldn't be Mark McGwire, because that seems like a way too obvious of an answer for Mark McGwire. We got Vlad Jr. for our next relic there for the Blue Jays. Feels like way too obvious of an answer if it's Mark McGwire.
Is it Mark Whitten?
Mark Whitten? I don't know who Mark Whitten is. Jace, you know who that is?
Yep.
Oh, did you look it up? You cheated. I thought you were making that name up.
Well, I mean, I could still be wrong. I could have looked it up wrong, but you got the first name.
We got Bob Sheldon for the Brewers on the buyback. We got Jackson Churio. That was flipped over, but I don't think that was flipped over for any reason on that one in particular. Actually, one tick, I think that was flipped over for a reason. I think that might be a cartoon variation because I don't think that is the normal cartoon for outfielders. It is Mark Whitten. We got the dude over here that uses his phone right away. In your defense and my defense, so I would never have guessed that.
Yep, I wouldn't know where to start.
Mark Whitten, yeah, I've never heard that name before, to be honest with you. Brewers on this one, going out to Tugboat. I'm pretty sure that's the variation. We'll find out once we pull the next Jackson Churio card. There's Yamamoto Blue. Jackson Holiday for the Orioles. Bryce Miller. So this is what the normal outfield card looks like. So yeah, I'm gonna say that's a variation there. Which is pretty darn awesome. Xavier Edwards, we got Drew Romo for the Rockies. Joey Meneses. That's a good trivia question, though. Hey, Schweitzer. I would never have. I never would have got it if Jackson wouldn't have told me. There's no chance that I would have got it. Brandon Marsh, my bearded brother. He has a great beard, doesn't he?
Oh yeah,
it's a fantastic beard. I wish I could grow hair in my cheeks though, because then I could have a nice big beard too. No, it's just the chin is pretty much all I got. I told my wife yesterday I was thinking about shaving, and she said, "Don't you dare." I'm like, "Really? You don't want me to be all nice and clean shaven?" She's like, "No, no."
If you were to come here with no beard, I don't think I'd recognize you.
And nobody would. I'd sit down behind the camera and go live for my first break, and people would be like, "What the crap is going on with you, man?" So Jackson Churio here is numbered 196 out of 200, the Bicentennial. Made for hitting Mark Whitten. Ooh. So he had his own catchphrase and everything? That's excellent. So now you can see 100% that is the cartoon variation on that Jackson Churio, because there is the regular cartoon and there's the variation on that one. So very kind of cool stuff. And I'm going to bump the Cardinals, I think, on that one. Robaleski. Made for hitting Mark Whitten. A. Schweitzer said hard hitting Mark Whitten. I mean, I guess you could have both of them. How long did he play for? Like, when was his, right around last season? Just to be a ballpark, doesn't have to be, spot on. Holy smokes, you got ahead of me a little bit.
I did. Got caught slack in the second box, so I had to catch up.
Yeah. Took advantage of me adding those discounts in on that 3-caser, huh?
Yep.
All right, here we go. We got Brandon Donovan, numbered out of 200. We're going to a lot of those bicentennials. Ronald Acuna Jr. for the Braves. Jackson Chourio, Gold Cup. Big Christmas on the blue. Reese Hines, too, for the Reds. Not bad, not bad. Made for hitting Mark Whitten. That's stuck in my head now.
It is. It's in my head.
It's catchy.
Keep looking up there too and keep seeing it.
I know. We'll see. I know a lot of you guys will know this. We'll see. We'll see if Jackson knows it. Who's the only player to hit 2 grand slams in 1 inning in MLB history? Hint. I said his name before.
Like what? All right.
I said
his name before. Like how long ago?
Like literally within the last like 7 minutes. I said his name. Jackson Merrill.
Is it, Mookie Betts?
Nope.
I don't know any other names that you said.
Fernando Tatis Sr.
When did you do that?
1998-ish.
2 grand slams in an inning?
2 grand slams in 1 inning.
That's only had to have happened once, right?
I believe he's the only person to do it.
There's no way that's happened more than once. For that many people to get on base and then him come around.
Yep. See, Mike knew it over on YouTube. Yep. Fernando Tatis, the dad, not the one that's playing right now. Yeah, that's got to be the image variation of Boba Fett right there. Yes, it is. Blue Jays with the image variation. It was both off the same pitcher too, dude. Who is the manager of the other team that they did not take him out? Blue Jays going out to Z Cards. That's brutal that you did not take that guy out after getting batted around.
Yeah, I'd take myself out at that point.
Right? I retire. Like, that manager was a jerk. I did not know it was both off the same pitcher. That's brutal. Nothing like giving up 2 home runs and 8 RBIs in the same inning to the same guy. Like, he had to give up like 12 runs that inning. What pitcher gave up both grand slams? What team was it against? And then I'll make my my guess. What team was it against? Because I don't even remember what team it was. That trivia question is actually better than the what hitter did it. I bet you Mike remembers. Mike, who was the pitcher that gave up both grand slams to Tatis? We got Austin Wells. And Yoshida for the Red Sox out of 75. Sorry, 76. It was against the Dodgers. Hideo Nomo is my guess. And that is wrong. It was the first Dodger from the 90s that popped in my head. It's 100% wrong.
Where would inning him was in? Imagine if that's like the first inning.
Right?
That would be rough. Run, roll, just call it.
You ever see Hideo Nomo pitch?
Is he, is it like a weird motion?
Oh, it's wild. After you're done ripping that pack there, that box, look up Hideo Nomo on YouTube.
Okay.
Ooh, is that a red? Red out of 5 coming? Whoa! Jackson Jobe red chrome auto out of 5. Oh my gosh. I have not pulled a chrome auto out of here before. That is sick. 4 of 5. Jackson Jobe chrome ink for the Tigers. Scramson. Let's go, man. Good Lord, that's 2 cards out of 5 in this break now. With that Acuna on the flip stock, and now Jackson Jobe red ink out of 5. Nice young rookie pitcher for those Tigers. Jeepers Louise. Same nationality. Was it nicely done, Firefingers. Let's go. Was it guy that pitched for the Yankees also, Chien-Ming Wang? Does that sound right? I don't think did he ever pitch for the Dodgers though? I don't think he did. Bryce Turang. That's a Tariq Skubal image variation too here. Oh, Tigers doing great. I love that that Jackson Jobe red ink. That's so cool.
What's that guy's name?
Hideo Nomo. H-I-D-E-O-N-O-M-O. As a kid, I cannot tell you the amount of times I've almost broken my leg trying to pitch like him. As a kid, like going on the mound, like during baseball practice, going on the mound and trying to twist your body like that, and like your knee and
yeah,
your.
does he still have his like?
It was.
ACL or something.
It's crazy. And then like that big high arm motion that he always had too. I couldn't do that because I have a big belly and it would plop out in the front of my shirt. Kiter Montero out of 150. It's really close to Chien-Ming Wang. Shoot. Is it Chan Ho Park? That's what Mike just said. That actually makes a lot of sense to be Chan Ho Park. That makes a lot of sense. Gosh, that's a good trivia question too. Josh Hader, a little Haterade. Austin Riley for the Braves. Mullins. And Frank White. Frank White to the Royals there on our next buyback. Mike A. Schweitzer says we are right. I mean, I threw the we in there. We got it, Mike. We did it. Appreciate the assist. Joey Gallo. He's still in the league. Good Lord. Nick York for the Pirates. We got James Wood. That's cool, and that's the 1952, I believe. James Wood there on the silver foil. Dave Festa, refractor for the Twins. Appreciate you, Mike. Bryson Stott is Phillies. Butler, there's Grandal, Brewers legend. So yeah, he's not actually on the Pirates this year, though, is he? Did they release him? All right, final box of the break coming up. Novi Marte to the Reds. Giancarlo Stanton. It's gonna be a relic coming up here. And, ooh, that's kind of cool. Clubhouse Collection Dual Relic. I have not seen a dual relic like this before. Minnesota Twins, Carlos Correa. Surprised that's actually not numbered. Like I said, I have not seen the dual relic like that before. Carlos Correa and the Twins going out to Vukovic. Pretty cool. Bryce Harper on the refractor for the Phils. Gold. Dansby Swanson. Gold out of 50 to the Cubs. It's Mikey Trout. Little blue. Topps rookie cup there. Paul Skeens. Kumar Rocker Chrome. There. 49 of 50. Dansby Swanson. Paul Goldschmidt blue. Ryan Weathers to the Marlins. I asked it the other time, and I couldn't remember who it was. I think it was a little bit of a later break, because nobody answered. But his dad also played for the Brewers at one point. Ryan Weathers, the son of David Weathers. He was a little bit of a larger fella. Dave Festa for the Twins. Jonathan India. Corbin Carroll. Brooks Lee Chrome rookie for the Twins. Mookie for the Dodgers. Adrian Del Castillo. A refractor there of Jonathan Cannon. Our final stack coming up here from the case. Grant Holmes to the Braves. And one more black border for the road. We got Aaron Schunk on the black border. Pete Crow Armstrong. He's playing some good ball too. Hate to say it, but he is. He is. George Kirby. And Luis Peralta is going to finish that one out. So stand by for a recap, my friends. And then we got to do a little left-right random. Also, I actually set up a couple randoms because I have to run the random for the football mixer and also the random divisions. I got to run the random on that one too. So let's do a recap here. Down only 23 left, by the way, in the 3-case Pick Your Player break. Also only 23 left in the Topps Chrome Black full case Pick Your Team. So getting very close. Ellie De La Cruz, Juan Soto recently off the board. So we got Roki and Otani, both still available, by the way. $75 off each of those right now. Looks like 28 are technically still available, but 5 are in carts there. And we did have the Cubs, the Brewers, the Rays, and the Marlins. All just went off the board in the full case Pick Your Team. Also had the Steelers go off the board in the Donruss Optic 3-box Hobby PYT. Great job, Firefingers Bone. Appreciate you, Kevin. All right, let's go unnumbered stuff. Unnumbered non-variations that I top-loaded here. We got Schunk, Rockies, Lead, Twins, Skeens, Pirates, Rockers, Rangers, White to the Royals, Wood, Nationals, Noel, Guardians, Hines is Reds, Holiday, Orioles, Sheldon, Crew, DeZenzo is the Astros, Acuna, Mets, Martinez, Blue Jays, Richard, and Howard, both Stros, Witt to the Royals, Birdsong, Giants, Skeens, Pirates, Trout, Angels, Bader, Mets, Alcantara is the Cubs, and Nacho for the Braves. A couple of variations that we had here. We got the image variation of Bo Bichette for the Blue Jays, auto of Sonny Gray for the Cardinals, and then Richie Palacios is an image variation there for the Tampa Bay Rays. Up next, let's go with numbered stuff. This here is the card that we're going to have to do the random for. Cody Clemens, Roger Clemens, father, son, Yankees and Phillies. will be included in that left-right random that we do. We got Dansby Swanson out of 50 for the Cubs. These are all numbered now. Swanson, Cubs. Montero, Tigers. Yoshida, Red Sox. Donovan, Cardinals. Marsh, Phillies. We got Leone for the Stros. Horwitz, Pirates. Hines, Reds. Lever, Yanks. Cassis, Red Sox. Class A, Guardians. Cruz, Pirates. Low, Nats. And Cannon is White Sox. Up next is going to be some relics. We got Carlos Correa on the dual relic there for the Twins. Cunha, Braves, Vlad Jr.'s Blue Jays. We got Freeman, Dodgers, Stros with Tucker. Swanson, Cubs, Verlander, Stros, and Bryant to the Rocks. Up onto our showcase then. Start off with a couple nice Otanis here. We got the Otani Chrome and the Otani Blue Sparkle there to I Need a Break. See what I did there? Betcha, bud. That's actually his name. His name is I Need a Break. See what I did there?
The second part, too.
Yeah, the second part, too. We got Aaron Judge for the Yankees on the Clubhouse Collection relic. Nice hit on that one. Going out to Mike. Aaron Judge only hitting, what, like 429 right now with 11 bombs? Dude's just a monster, man. How about the Crew? We got Jackson Chourio out of 200 on the Bicentennial. Also the Blue Sparkles. And also the cartoon swap variation there of Jackson Chourio Tugboat for your Milwaukee Brewers. Orioles, we got Santander out of 150 and Gunnar Henderson out of 76. Cool break there for the O's going out to TFAF. How about Juan Soto, 138 out of 138? 139 out of 150. The Mets, also to TFAF on that Juan Soto blue. Nice hit, TFAF. Up next, let's go with those Nationals. Dylan Cruz blue. We got the silver foil on the 1975. We also have Dylan Cruz one more time. James Wood, I believe this is the 1952, if I'm not mistaken. Could be definitely wrong. But then we also have the Dylan Cruz nickname variation, the DC nickname variation. We got T. Beckholt with those Nats. And then on to our mitts. First up, how about the flip stock variation of Ronald Acuna Jr.? The back is the front is the back. Yes, it is as confusing as what I just said. But that card is awesome. I know in years past this had a print on a 5. I'm assuming it's probably the same thing going on with this one. So we got the Braves to J. King. It's an awesome card, J. King. Good hit. And then our other money mitt here. How about this one? Treek Skubal image variation to go along with the Gold Relic 68 of 99. Henry Malloy Blue Sparkles. Jackson Joe Blue Sparkles. And then we also have numbered out of 5 on the Red Chrome Rookie Auto. That is absolutely awesome. 4 of 5. Bone looks like Tank Abbott. You're welcome. It was a good case. It was a very good case. I highly enjoyed it. Highly enjoyed it. I'm assuming that Tank Abbott is a really, really good looking individual. Is that a wrestler? Yeah, I guess I could see Tank Abbott a little bit. Yeah. Oh, he was a UFC fighter, wasn't he? I remember Tank Abbott. I actually have my front teeth though.
Yeah.
But yeah, I could definitely see Tank Abbott there. I think my traps are a little bit larger than his though. Oh, that's funny. That is too much fun. Alright, so I gotta set up 3 randoms here. So give me a little bit of time as we set up these 3 randoms. Oops. I don't know what I just spelled there. Oh my gosh, I did it again. Come on now. Alright, so first up is going to be left, right, random, heritage number 225225. Left. Next is going to be the random for, by the way, it looks like those spots did not check out, by the way. We do still have 1 spot checked out. 27 spots are left. Young Huli Hayden Birdsong just went off the board. Acuna has been unavailable for about a half an hour now, it seems like. So
So let's get the Topps Chrome Black random divisions. 5, 2, 25. Paste that in there. Did that air conditioner turn off? Yes. Hit the down arrow. Down to 66. And then hit done. There you go. I can tell right when it goes off because it gets really like stale.
Yeah.
It's just like there's no movement whatsoever in here.
It gets nice though when it's on.
Mm-hmm. There's even in the wintertime it gets way too hot in here though. If you don't have the air conditioner on, just to move the air around, it gets up to over 80 in here.
Oh, I believe it.
Like with the light,
It's
with the
right
lights.
in the middle of the building, right?
Yep, with the lights on and the computer running, all that
It's
stuff.
probably the
too.
warmest room in the building.
All the heat coming off from the packs or from the cards I'm opening too. Like all the heat, man.
What's your nickname again? Hot Fingers?
Fire Fingers Bone.
Probably because of that too.
That's right. Fire Fingers Bone. That's my name. Don't wear it out, all right? 22 left in the full case pick your team as well. Okay. That is not what I wanted to click on. Alright, so over to my desktop here. So this is for the left-right random from Heritage number 22. Left on top, right on the bottom, just as we always do. Left is first, right is second. Dice roll on this one has to be 4 or higher. Got 6 rounds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and going with the right side. So the Phillies are going to be getting that one, the Cody Clemens side of it. Okay. So there is that one. Just want to see if anybody's chatting at all. Right. Yes. Yeah, nice hit there, Kevin. I like that one, bud. Good stuff. Oh, and WCW. Yeah, he was in WCW, wasn't he? I forgot all about that. So here we go. This is for the 2025 Topps Chrome Black number 19 full case random divisions. So as you can see here, the divisions look like such. AL Central down through the NL West, all alphabetical here. So Central East West for the AL, Central East West for the NL. Right there. So dice roll one more time. Has to be 4 or higher. So we got 9 rounds on this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and ammo up on top of the top 2. Stone Cold down there with the NL West is going to round that one out. NL West got those Dodges, the Dodges spot. So I'll save that just like that. Copy link. My YouTube video. Okay. Take it back over here so you can see now that you got your assignments in there. To refresh this up, you'll be able to see the randomization proof as in there as well. So ammo at the AL Central, down through Stone Cold at the NL West. So it looks like we're down to only 17 left in that 3K. So pick your player break. Coming up next is going to be that $39 football random team break. Niners up on top, down through the Vikings on the bottom. Take us over to this side. Andrew McDaniel start us off in the 1 spot. Down through Baltimore. Close this out in that 32 spot. So, where we go over there it is. Dice roll again, 4 or higher. We got 7 rounds on this one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and Rodgers future Vikings QB on top with the 49ers. Smells skunky. Down with the Vikes there on the bottom. I don't know. Vikings fans, do you actually want Aaron Rodgers as your quarterback? I mean, I'd be happy as a Packer fan if Aaron Rodgers went to be your quarterback.
Yeah.
That should say a lot. So that should say a lot about whether you want Aaron Rodgers to be your quarterback or not. That as a Packer fan, I would love to see you guys sign Aaron Rodgers.
Just a terrible idea.
It's an awful idea. Don't do it. So there you go. Rodgers, future Vikings QB, up with the 49ers down through. The Vikings with Smells Skunky on the bottom there. So there we go. Looks like we're down to 20 left in Optic. 3-box Hobby PYT up to $30 off the remaining teams in that one. We got the Topps Chrome Black full case pick your team. 9 down, 22 left there. We also have just 17 left in the 3-case pick your player break. If that 3-case pick your player break is full up by 9:30, I'll go live with that one, and then I'll just have to push these two back a little bit. But out of respect to the people that jumped into these breaks, I might just have to push that to 11 if it does come down to that. So we'll give it a half hour or so, and then if it's still not full, we'll push it to 11 o'clock for the 3-case pick your player break. So alrighty, my friends, that there is going to do it for Heritage for the night. Thank you all so much for hanging out with Jackson and I throughout this break. We had a really good time with each and every one of you. Appreciate the really nice conversation. The case was really, really nice too. So yeah, so 2 breaks are full for the night. 3 breaks with yours truly still open. So check those ones out, and then we'll see you guys soon. So thanks again, everybody, and have a good one. Bye-bye.